Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I have for you guys today sort of a first look swatch video on a new palette that just came out from the Balm. I came across it a couple of weeks ago on Kathleen Lights here from YouTube. Kathleen, she posted a picture on her Instagram page of a brand new palette that had just came out from the Balm. And she posted something like, you know, how had I not heard about this palette coming out? I hadn't heard anything either, and I love the Balm, so I was super excited to see that they had came out with the new eyeshadow palette. Now, the eyeshadow palette is called the Nude Dude. I have it right here, and it's supposed to be volume 2 to their previous Nude Dude palette that they came out a while ago. So when I saw the colors, I was like, you know what, I gotta go pick that up because the colors are just, you know, right up my alley. They're the colors that I like to use on a day-to-day basis. So I looked up, you know, the information. I was trying to figure out where to purchase it at, and you can only buy it, I believe, on thebalm.com and Kohl's. So either go into your local Kohl's department store or, you know, just get it at, you know, Kohl's.com. So I just went into my local Kohl's, and this is the set that I picked up. They have these right now in the area where they have all of like their holiday sets that they're coming up with, you know, like the gift sets and so on. So that's where I found it. It was only $39.50 because this is an exclusive pre-release that is only available at Kohl's. So it came with the palette, and it also comes with the full-size bodybuilder mascara. So let's go ahead and, you know, get into the package. So the packaging on this palette is exactly, you know, the same as in, you know, the past Nude Dude palette. It has the same, you know, sort of like pinup girl vibe going on, which is super cute, and that's one of the reasons why I love the brand so much. So that's what the front looks like. On the back, you know, it has all of your colors on there. It comes in a sleeve. There we go. It comes with a little sleeve, and it's got a magnetic closure like most of the, you know, palettes tend to have. It does have, it comes with a tiny brush that just rolled somewhere over there. You know, it comes with a big mirror. Okay, so when you open it up, this is what it looks like. There are your dudes. So sort of similar, obviously, to the Nude Dude palette, but that one had pinup girls, and then, you know, it had the eyeshadows strategically placed to, you know, cover certain areas. And so this is similar, the similar idea. So it also comes, you know, with this little brush here. Okay, so let's get into some of the colors. Now, I'm going to post pictures because I did, you know, swatches side by side of all the colors. So I'm going to insert pictures as well into the video. And I also did swatches of the Nude Dude palette, so volume 1, so that you guys can compare the two palettes. And if you already have volume 1, then maybe, you know, if the colors you think are too similar, then you won't, you know, go and buy this one. Or if you know, do like the colors, then, you know, it's worth it to go out and grab this one as well. So anyways, let's go ahead and get into the colors real quick. The first color here is a matte. It's a like a bone colored matte shade, and I really like this, you know, for like all over the lid and underneath your brow bone. I think this is a perfect color for that. The next color here is Flawless, and this one's a light taupey brown. I think that this one would actually be great as a crease kind of transition shade. So I thought it was really neat that it not only had a good, you know, highlight color, but it also has this nice transition shade, which is unusual to get in a palette, a good matte transition color. So, you know, I thought that was pretty, you know, cool to have that in this palette. Moving on, this next color here is called Firm, and this one is I would say it's a metallic, and it is like a tan gold shimmer shade. The next color here is called Flirty, and I really, really like this color. It's like a lavender with some, you know, gold reflex in it. And a friend of mine was mentioning that she thought this color reminded her of MAC's Tracks eyeshadow. And I totally agree. I think that if you own it, you would see that they are super similar. But that's one of my favorite shadows so far in this palette. Moving on, the next shade is also a matte shade, and it's this one here. It's called Friendly, and this is a deep, deep purple. It's almost black, and it's also a matte shade. So that's pretty neat because I don't own any deep purple shades that are matte like that. So I thought that was pretty cool. This shade here is Fierce. Now this one I found to go on a little blotchy. It's this one in the middle. It's like a black with gold shimmers, but when you try to blend it out, it does seem to be a little like patchy. So that one, you might need to work a little with. Moving on to the second row, we have Fabulous, and Fabulous is like a champagne ivory shimmer shade, which is super pretty, as an highlight as well. The next one here is Faithful. Now I found Faithful to be just a bit powdery or soft, so I think you're going to have a little bit of fallout with it, but if you wet your brush, and work with it, I'm sure it's going to be perfectly fine. It is a beautiful color, so it's that one here, and I would say it's like a tan colored shimmer shade. The next one over is this one here, and it's the color Fit. I really, really like this color. It's just a really pretty shimmery bronze. The next one is called Feisty, and this is also a matte shade, which is pretty cool because it's like a dusty rose color, which I thought was pretty neat because, again, I don't have any matte shades in that similar shade. Moving on is the color Funny, and this is my favorite color of the whole palette. It's this one here, and it's pretty hard to describe, but it's a bronze, plummy, cranberry-ish color is the best way I can describe it, but it's hands down my favorite color of the whole entire palette. The next one here is a shimmer shade. Funny was obviously a shimmer shade. The next one is Fine, and this is a dark brown, and it is a shimmer. And I think that one, it's pretty. It's a little, just the tiniest bit patchy. Not too bad. It's definitely not something you couldn't work with. But there's the whole palette, guys. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and insert some picture swatches side by side as well of the whole entire palette and the Nude Dude, the Volume 1 palette as well. Alright guys, so that's all I have for you guys today. My overall thoughts on the palette are that, it's similar to the Nude Dude palette, Volume 1, but it's not similar enough to where I wouldn't pick this Volume 2 up. I think there's enough of a difference between the colors and the finishes of the colors, because there are some that are a little similar, but the finish is different. So if it's a shimmer in one, it's a matte in the other. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, you guys have a wonderful day. Bye, guys.